There you go, first try. Hey, it's Liam from Base Dated, and today is Monday night, the 10th, and this is where my Christmas tree was until yesterday. Because I like my Christmas tree, so I leave it up, and it's not like dead and kindling and dropping needles all over the place. So I just left it up, and then when I take down like one set of colors at a time, and it like changes how the tree looks into, like when I put it up, I first put up like the ornaments that were like blue and white and stuff like that, and it had a really like frosty look to it. And when I took it down, those were the first ones to come off, and then it left it like a green and gold, and then I took a green off it, and it was left like the red and yellows were kind of like a white. It's like a whole thing, but it was fun and I like doing it, so I just take my time, and it's finally gone, which means that everything went up into the attic last night, which is like the hatch in the hallway behind this doorway right here. And I went up the hatch. Well, so I had to do it last night because of the weather, which is strange, but never mind that. So the hatch of doom, the ladder of doom, the attic of doom. And so quite, I hate going up there because every time I have to go through the hatch, not just like poke my head through for something, but like to do something, to go up, get something, bring something, that kind of deal. It draws blood. And last night was no different. I've got this weird mark on my arm. Forgive how scrawny it is. It's strange, which hurts when I touch it, so I don't. But more than that, I was in bare feet. You know where this is going now. The ladder and the panel on the ceiling are bolted together, and on the other side of the bolts, well, there's like this smooth part that I can see from the house side of it. And the other side, there's the bolt with the nut that goes on it. And one of those was, when the ladder folds down, I went to step down and it went through the bottom of my foot, right here. Like if this was a foot, right through there. It wasn't like a gusher, but it does still hurt. Did take a good chunk out of it, but there's a lot of chunk to take down there on your feet, so I'll just probably be limping for a few days. But I was like, again, every single time. But I had to do it last night because tonight and tomorrow night we have single-digit temperatures. So right now it's already down to 22 degrees. It's falling. It's not going to be 22 degrees for like 48 hours. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen tomorrow night. So I didn't want to open the attic hatch because the attic's not insulated. None of the cold gets through it, but I don't want to just have it open and have this cold air flowing, like flushing down. Like tomorrow will be a day where I won't even open the shades, which is a lie because I'm going to sit in the sun. But it'll be chillier, and my heat, is my thermostat right there. My thermostat will be, it won't be struggling. It'll be fine. I mean, I have some old windows they're old replacement windows that, even though they're not the original windows in the house, they're still old and they're becoming misshapen and they're getting kind of drafty, and I've got stuffed in them to, help prevent that. I've got new windows too. The house is kind of a mismatch because it was opened up a few years ago and parts of it were upgraded and other parts weren't. So something from the future, replace some windows. So that's what I have to do tomorrow, is just keep the house from getting frigid cold, which is fine. I mean, tomorrow is trash day, and I'm not putting my trash out because then I'll have to bring it back in the barrels, and I'm not going outside for anything, let alone a walk or a run. It's just too cold. Like it gets so cold to the point where it's like you don't feel like it's that cold anymore, but it's like, how long does it take to hurt? So if it's like 30 degrees, you go outside and it feels a certain way. If it's 20 degrees outside, you go outside, it feels a certain way. If it's 10 degrees outside, a certain way. If it's, it's 5 degrees outside like it's going to be tomorrow, then it feels a certain way. But how quickly do your nose hairs freeze? Like how quickly do you get a nosebleed? How quickly does your skin just like crack and shatter and falls to pieces? How quickly do you start crying and make a retreat back into the house? So yeah, I won't be going outside for anything. Even if the mail comes, I'm not checking the mailbox. Just forget it. So I do have a little bit of cleanup left. I mean, all the decorations, well, except for like these things, because I mean, I never put everything away. And these will probably be left in the house downstairs all year long. Not like here, but like they'll be stuffed away somewhere that, because every time I go into the attic, it draws blood. So I don't go up there more often than that. They'll go into it like a cabinet, like I have cabinets over there. Maybe they'll go into those. But the debris of Christmas, like there's still fake Christmas tree needles that are on the carpet, and there's still like fake berries around to step on and hurt myself with. And there's still like fake twigs. I mean, well, you know, I think the fake twigs are real twigs. I don't know how that works, but I think they're real. They break like they're real. They're not like plastic and wire. Anyway, I've got a vacuum. I've got to vacuum all up after this video, and I probably should have asked for a new vacuum cleaner before Christmas, but there'd still be nobody in this house who would use it. Anyway, these are the jokes. But anyway, this is Liam. Thanks for watching.